Greetings everyone, welcome to a vinyl finds of all kinds, and that means no Beatles in this particular series. I have one CD I'm going to start off with though, and there's a little bit of a story involved with here. Now it's I don't know what kind of reaction I'm going to get to this. It was free, it was given to me for nothing. It was Shania Twain, and the reason that I got it was I was at my record store and I was looking around, and he's got a dollar section in there where you have certain dollar records, 99 cents, dollar CDs, I should say, 99 cents. There's a section where they're like $3, $4, $5 and up, and a section where they're $1. This was in the dollar section. I was looking at it and I said, you know, I like that song, Man, I Feel Like a Woman. You know, I've heard Shania Twain prancing around singing that song. I've seen him on TV, and I thought that's a decent song. And then I just was looking at this, and the owner said, thanks very much, by the way. He said to me, you like it? Take it. It's yours. Very nice. That's Joe. Joe from Infinity Records. See, I'll give you a little promotion there. He said, yeah, you know, take it. And I appreciate that. But anyway, you know, I wouldn't be caught dead really with a Shania Twain CD or album record, but I don't know. I'm starting to think this is going to be another subject. That I started making a little video on CDs once before, not too long ago. I'm starting to think CDs are really cool. I mean, I played a bunch of CDs in the store yesterday. I was popping in CDs in and out, and I started getting transfixed again by the idea of how easy and compact the discs are. We were listening to a bunch of tracks. You could just take the disc, put it in, pull it out, pull it in, zoom ahead to whatever track you want to hear. You don't have to take the needle and bounce it around. The sound is really great. It's not as warm or full as vinyl, but it's very clean though. And I started getting a little bit of the CD bug, and I'm thinking for like $1 to $3 or $4 each, I may start buying a lot of CDs again, folks. Anyway, that was a long-winded take on that. Okay, next thing. I was watching a video by his name's Steve. Is it Flipside, Connecticut? I sure hope that's right. Flipside CT. And he was showing this album, talking about this album, Pete Townshend's Scoop album. And, you know, lately I've really been starting to like The Who and have an appreciation for Pete Townshend's voice and his writing. And what I like about this is that, you know, a lot of times there's questions. Sometimes people even do contests where they say, who in the vinyl community has inspired you to buy or get interested in a certain album or a certain artist? And no, up to this date I was always dumbfounded. Nobody really turned me on to anything that I could think of that I didn't already like. But hearing Steve talk about this album really piqued my interest. And I gotta say, because of him, I said, I'm gonna be on the lookout for that album next time I go to this store. And of course, the same day, this is a very common album, was there for like $3. So I picked it up and haven't played it yet, and that leads me into saying again, you know, I buy a lot of records, I put them on the side, I play some here and there, and what I need to do is play more often. And I also need to make the video series again, starting to run new chapters about where I actually have first-time listens and what my opinions are. Also, since we're on the subject of Pete Townshend, I picked this up at the same store. Near Mint Decca original version of Tommy. You know, lately I've been getting into The Who. It's funny, I never liked The Who growing up. I don't know why. I think it's because my sister used to listen to Who Are You and the later Who songs, and I don't know, for some reason I just never, I was into hearing the later Who stuff, you know, You Better You Bet. Started getting more into the earlier stuff now. Anyway, I'm not going to show this. It's in good condition. It's really good condition. I checked it out. The price was right. And, you know, being that I've been trying some Who albums and really liking them, I'm going to be anxious to play this one. You know, it's late in life that I got an appreciation for The Who, because I say I never liked them before, but better late than never. So, next item. I was at my flea market last Sunday, and I picked this album up. I've cleaned it up since then. I've never seen this album before. I don't know about any of you. I took the record out of here. I'll show it in a minute. It's the album by Ritchie Valens called Ritchie, which I found out is his second album. Posthumous, I can never say that word, posthumous album after he passed after he died, and found this at the flea market in fairly decent shape. I mean, I was able to use some of that glass wax. If you watch some of the videos, you see you have that glass wax cleaner that is recommended on white areas of albums. You can really get a lot of gunk off there, and I cleaned this up pretty nice. The record itself is on the Delphi label, and it's not in great shape. I cleaned it up on the VPI machine. Haven't played it yet, but you can see some imperfections, some slight scratches here, but even got somebody's name written on the label there. But I was really happy to find this. I know the other album, the first album that's called Ritchie Valens, I have that, and I played that when I first got it, and it's a wonderful album, really good album. This next album was probably better shown with the Pete Townshend album. It's an album that I got kind of upgraded, Eric Clapton. It's in really good shape. You know, not much to say about it. It's got songs here that I like. You know, I suspect that Clapton's going to be one of those guys that I prefer just having a compilation. You know, I'm happy with the Cream of Clapton or Timepieces or any of those kinds of compilations. But someday when I get around to it, I'm going to have to play this whole album and give my assessment of it. You know, I like Clapton. I have a lot of respect for him. Okay, just for a moment, I'm going to delve into science fiction soundtracks with the Planet of the Apes album. Now, I have this album already, but the reason I got this one is because it's a promotional album. This is always a nice package. I always love this. Really nice photos in there. Nicely done. Charlton Heston liner notes. Really, really nice. But the reason I got it was because it was a white label promo, and it's never been played. I mean, until I played it, it looks like it's never been played. I put it on, and it sounds so crisp, clean, and new. And I couldn't pass that up. Okay, still the 50th anniversary of the Monkees TV show. And to start with, I'm going to show this. This is another copy of the Monkees Instant Replay. The cover is not in good shape. But the reason I got it, for any of you who may have remembered from the old video that I made, was that I had bought this album with a beautiful cover, but the record was the wrong record. Well, this time I was on the lookout for the right record, and I got a pretty decent copy here. A Cold Gems, nice copy of the record. So I'm just going to take this, Frankenstein it in with the Superior record cover, and there you go. Didn't take long for me to get my Monkees Instant Replay fixed. And here's an album that I got some time ago, and I don't know if I showed it. I have to... I know people love this sound, right? Here's another Monkees. I thought this was kind of interesting. It was called the Monkees Refocus, and it's basically a hits compilation. But the reason that I was intrigued by it was because of the label that it was on. I think they said Cold Gems was a subsidiary of Bell Records or vice versa, but I thought it was really cool to see the Monkees on the actual Bell Records label. You know, I didn't know about that. So, I always think of the Bell, Bell label as being synonymous with Tony Orlando and Dawn and the Partridge Family. Now to have the Monkees on it just was appealing. And when the price is cheap, why not? Might as well go for it. I think that already is the end here of this Vinyl Finds of All Kinds video. Thanks as always for watching. Thanks for everything you guys do. I love the comments and with subscriptions, everything that you guys help me out with. Much appreciated. Thanks everybody.